The TMC strongman called Chhota Daud arrested after over 50 days. Women of Sandeshkhali celebrate arrest with colors. BJP questions the timing of the arrest.
ममता की गुंडा शाहजहान, ममता की पुलिस, ममता की सीआईडी, ममता छोड़ो और बंगाल बचाओ.
TMC says Mamta Banerjee walks the talk on women's safety.
One type of political party does talk, talk, talk. But the Trinamool Congress does walk the talk.
Sandeshkhali storm escalates. That's our top focus on India First. Look at the swagger. We'll just show you that image. The swagger of the man supposed to be on the run for the past 55 days. And when you look at his demeanor, you can imagine the fear of the Shaktis of Sandeshkhali, the women of Sandeshkhali who are actually celebrating today with colors. But there is still fear. The question is, will strong action be taken against the terror of Sandeshkhali, or will he return to terrorize them again? We debate. I'm Gaurav Sawant. As always, let's get started with the headlines on India First. Big India Today impact after tunnel rescue hero's house was demolished during a drive. Delhi's LG promises compensation, assures new house will be given to the rat hole miner. BJP's central panel meets in Delhi to finalize candidates for Lok Sabha seats. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP top brass at the meeting. First list of contenders expected to be finalized soon. Sukhvinder Sukhu government in Himachal Pradesh survives. Congress manages to quell dissent, at least for now. 6 rebels who cross-voted disqualified. Punjab High Court pulls up Haryana government over Gurmeet Ram Rahim's repeated parole, says the Dera Sacha Sauda chief cannot get parole again without permission of the court. (1993) serial blast accused Abdul Karim Tunda acquitted. Ajmer's Tada court acquits Tunda, citing lack of evidence. So after being on the run for the past 55 days, Sheikh Shahjahan was finally arrested. He was presented in a local court. But on this broadcast, we'll show you his body language. Look at the way he walks, signals to the cameras. The TMC strongman, of course, since suspended for 6 years, appeared, it seems, totally unbothered, despite now being in custody. There are many who are also questioning the timing of this arrest. It comes just a day before Prime Minister Narendra Modi heads to Bengal. The TMC, of course, insists this is the Mamta Banerjee government walking the talk on crimes against women.
Walking confidently into the courtroom, Sheikh Shahjahan finally apprehended. The strongman of Sandeshkhali apprehended from his hideout in North 24 Parganas. At the heart of large-scale protest and a political standoff between the ruling TMC and the opposition BJP in West Bengal, Sheikh Shahjahan has been evading capture since January 5th, when his supporters assaulted ED investigators during a raid on his properties in Sandeshkhali. Linked to an alleged ration scam, his demeanor upon arrest elicited strong political reactions. The BJP criticized his arrest a day before Prime Minister Narendra Modi's West Bengal visit as a mere facade.
ये लुका छुपी क्यों? रात में उसको अरेस्ट किया गया, उसी दिन अरेस्ट किया गया जिस दिन उनको ईडी का समन आया है, ईडी ने बुलाया है, और रात में ही कोर्ट में कब पेश किया गया, बोला गया, हमें तो कुछ पता ही नहीं चला, मीडिया को भी कुछ पता नहीं चला, आज सुबह से सबको पता चला। ये जो स्थिति बना के रखा हुआ है, पूरी तरीके से लग रहा है कि ममता बनर्जी कोशिश कर रही है कि शेख शाहजहां का बाल भी बाका ना हो, और छोटी छोटी धाराएं देकर जितना संभव हो लाइट, जिसे बोलते हैं लाइट सेक्शन लगाकर इसको निकाल के ला पाए।
The state government refuted the allegations, questioning why the ED hadn't acted sooner.
बंगाल पुलिस को वो एम्पावर्ड नहीं थे कि आप जाके अरेस्ट कीजिए। पूरी ईडी क्यों नहीं अरेस्ट की? सवाल तो अब हम लोग करेंगे कि ईडी ने क्यों नहीं अरेस्ट किया, आपके हाथ में था। अरेस्ट के बाद अगर आप सवाल करें कि आप 3 दिन में 2 दिन में कैसे पकड़ लिए, अब आप नहीं पकड़े तो भी आप सवाल करेंगे, और पकड़ते हैं तो आप उनकी कॉम्पिटेंस पे शक करते हैं।
The court remanded Sheikh Shahjahan to 10 days in police custody after opposition from the police regarding his bail, citing his admission of involvement in the assault on ED officials on January 5th. Women in Sandeshkhali rejoiced at Sheikh Shahjahan's arrest. The TMC leader faces serious allegations of land grabbing and sexual exploitation in the village. Local women, however, expressed concerns of potential retaliation from Shahjahan and his supporters.
শেখ শাহজাহান অ্যারেস্ট হলো, আপনারা অনেক দিন কি বলছেন?
ওকে আমরা ফাঁসি চাই, ফাঁসি চাই, এখন ধরা পড়েছে, এত আনন্দ করছে।
আপনারা কি এখন খুশি আছেন আগের থেকে?
খুশি, বিশাল আমরা বিশাল
আগে যে একটা ভয়ের পরিবেশ ছিল, আপনারা ভয়তে ছিলেন, আমরা দেখেছি।
আমরা পাচ্ছি সেটা একটু ভয় আছে, একজনও আছে, একটু হলেও আমাদের ভয় আছে।
কিসের সেই ভয়টা? কি
ওদের গ্রেপ্তার করেছে, ওকে ছেড়ে দিতে তো পারে।
ওর ফাঁসি চাই
না, কিন্তু এখন আগের থেকে অ্যারেস্ট হওয়ার আগের থেকে
সাহস পেয়েছি, একটু সাহস পেয়েছি।
For now, a moment of jubilation in the conflict-ridden village, spotlighted nationally due to the alleged transgressions of Sheikh Shahjahan. Bureau Report, India Today.
So when you catch snatches of that conversation, what stands out? Conversation of those Shaktis of Sandeshkhali. Bhishon Khushi, they're very happy. Phansi chai, they want him hanged. Why? They also say bhayachi, because they still are scared of this terror of Sandeshkhali. But is there merit in the BJP saying that the arrest is a mere eyewash and that the timing is suspect? Or is there merit in the TMC insisting Mamata Banerjee has finally walked the talk on women's safety? Joining me on India First is Priyanka Tibrewal, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Jayant Ghoshal is a senior journalist, understands Bengal like the back of his hand. Dr. Vikram Singh is a former Director General of Police, and Namrata Kothari is a political analyst, and we hope to get the Trinamool perspective from her. Priyanka Tibrewal, TMC insists Mamata Banerjee walks the talk on women's safety, and the arrest of the now suspended TMC strongman for 6 years, Sheikh Shahjahan. Madam, it shows that Mamata Banerjee walks the talk.
If she walks the talk, what took her 55 days to suspend a person against whom the allegation is not by one or two individuals, but the villagers, the women of that village, all of them. But what did the chief minister then say? She did not wait for any kind of investigation. What did she say that time? She said that these women are lying. They are purchased. They have been given money by BJP and CPM. Otherwise, why are they hiding their faces? Why aren't they showing their faces? This is what we heard from Mamata Banerjee. Not just that. She also said that Shahjahan is a good boy. He's being framed. Now somebody who today has accepted in front of the police that he was behind the attack which was done on the ED. He has accepted everything. For him, Mamata Banerjee was saying that, he is a good guy. And it took 55 days to suspend him. Not just that, Gaurav, just one thing. His entry today speaks volume, It reminded me of the current scene from the movie Animal. The villain's Bobby Deol's entry. It's just the song Dhamal Dhamalu or whatever it was is missing. Let's look at the body language. It's exactly the same. So this is not an arrest.
Okay, let me bring in Namrata Kothari for this. Madam, look at the swagger of Sheikh Shahjahan. Unafraid of the law, finally catching up with him. Or, as the BJP alleges, he was enjoying state patronage. Now it's out in the open.
First of all, I will say it's a victory to all of us, being a common citizen. At least the women of Sandeshkhali, they have, got the justice. Whatever it may be, it may be the effort of the opposition, it may be the effort of the present government, whatever it may be. But the thing is, the happiness in the face of the woman is most important, which they are suffering so far. So I think it's a smart move on the part of the present government that though they have taken time, but at least they have taken the decision, because the charges are there. We can't simply wipe out all the charges, but the charges are definitely, these charges are very grave one. So it's a victory on the part of a woman.
Let me bring in
What
Dr.
kind of
Vikram
victory?
Singh.
How is it a victory? No, Gaurav, you just need to ask her. How is it a victory? How is it a victory? No cases registered for so many years by the complaints made by these women. No FIR registered. How is it a victory? These innocent women from the village, they don't even know that what charges he has been arrested on. He has been arrested on the charges of attacking ED. The police has also removed his name. The CID of West Bengal has removed his name from the charge sheets where there were sections of murder. So what kind of victory? These innocent women of the village, they don't understand dirty politics of TMC and the Chief Minister.
Okay, Ms. Kothari, you want to quickly respond to the aspect raised by Ms. Tibrewal?
Definitely what she is saying, she is a lawyer, she knows it's better than me. But the thing is, once the investigation started, definitely the things will come out. All of us will be hopeful that the people will get the justice. So we will wait and watch, see what the next move of the, either of the police or the government or the opposition. We have to see it.
Jayanta Ghoshal, women of Sandeshkhali celebrated with colours today. They said, and if we got the snatches correct, Bhishon Khushi. But they insisted, Bhai Achi, Phansi Chai. So fear remains, they want him to be hanged. They're still scared. But tell me, sir, when Ms. Tibrewal says that serious charges of murder and other crimes against the gentleman Sheikh Shahjahan have been removed from the charge sheet by the CID, is there hope for justice, Jayanta Ghoshal?
Actually, Gaurav, this is a very complicated situation because in West Bengal, no doubt of it, this is a very setback for TMC so far Shahjahan is concerned. This is Sandeshkhali, one small area, but it has created a anti-TMC, anti-Mamata government milieu in the whole West Bengal, and BJP is doing what BJP's role is, it is supposed to be that the opposition party, the exactly Mamata also has done when Mamata was in opposition, and that was against CPM. In this situation, Nandigram was there, and actually the situation after today in the first leg, because there are two aspects. One is the political, legal, all these issues, and what will be the consequence before just election. Prime Minister is coming tomorrow. He is staying here, the priority state of BJP. And BJP, it's a success story in Bengal. Now BJP is sending Rajya Sabha member from West Bengal. So it's a completely, BJP's success. But there is a caveat that, Mamata Banerjee also very smart politician, and she knows how to handle the situation, because in 2021 also, I have seen how she handled the situation. 2019, it was Modi's brand equity. That equity is still there. The huge brand equity of Modi, and Modi ji is the most popular national leader, no doubt of it. But
that's a very pertinent point that you raised, sir. That does Sandeshkhali have the potential to be Shingur 2.0 or Nandigram 2.0? Let me just come to that point, but in a moment. Dr. Vikram Singh, what do you make of the demeanor of Sheikh Shahjahan, described as Chota Daud by the BJP? Does he fear the police, or does the law fear him, sir?
Good evening, Mr. Sawant and esteemed panelists. Brazen and shameless, to say the least. Shahjahan is India's most wanted and arrested after 55 days, after the direct intervention of His Excellency the Governor and the Honorable High Court. How many times have we seen the intervention of the Honorable High Court and His Excellency the Governor in the arrest of somebody who's most wanted, accused of the most heinous crime? It will take too much of time. The 7 most heinous crime: attempt to commit murder, land grabbing, money laundering, you name it, and he's accused of that. And to say that it is a success story, I fail to understand what is the success. The brazen manner in which he is moving with self-confidence writ large on his face, and the police force almost escorting him, not detaining him, but escorting him towards the court. Well, the less said, the better. I would have been extremely happy if some hazardous criminal like this had been handcuffed and fettered also. But that wasn't to be, because he seemed to be a person of great significance and importance, somebody who's very valuable to the powers that be in West Bengal. And the signal that has gone, nothing succeeds like success. If you have the favor of the ruling dispensation, you can get away with murder, literally and metaphorically. And this is exactly the story of Shahjahan Sheikh.
Namrata Kothari.
Chapter of shame.
Okay, Namrata Kothari, respond. Here is a man who apparently has no fear of the law, who apparently was well protected for a very long time. If he had serious charges of murder against him, it was removed from the charge sheet, that 2019 charge sheet. This is an indication. The BJP is also questioning the timing of the arrest. Apart from the timing, Shukanta Majumdar says mild sections of the law have been applied instead of stringent sections, ma'am.
See, the main thing here, what I can say, that at least those who are into the criminal cases, at least they got arrested. This is the most important thing. The criminals, they are arrested, and the people who are at a very shocked state, or they are traumatized, or they are so far, they are not getting their rights. At least they have a hope. They got a light. At least we will get rid of this, this sort of people, and the justice can be done to them. This is the most important thing. And I, being a common citizen, I want that it is a democracy of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Okay.
Therefore, the justice to the people should be done. That is the most important thing. Regarding Shahjahan, I think this is not the only Shahjahan we are speaking of. In India, these types of people are there. So I think to all the government, whether it is state government or
Fair
the
enough,
central government.
but if I restrict myself to the topic of discussion today on this broadcast, Priyanka Tiprawal, multiple FIRs have been registered. His aides are being arrested. Are the Shaktis of Sandeshkhali safer now with Shahjahan in jail? Why do you think, or why is the BJP calling this an eye wash, ma'am?
Gaurav, see, I call this an eye wash because this is being done, with a full strategy after taking such a long time to think about it. And just that because the elections are coming now, so Mamata Banerjee thought that if they don't take any action, then it is completely gone from their hand. So Abhishek Banerjee came out. He said that we couldn't understand the order. Now, see, we are arresting him in 2 days. If you knew where he was, if you couldn't arrest him because you said that there was a stay, you could have informed the same to the ED. They could have gone and arrested him. What prevented you from doing so? What prevented you from suspending him for 55 days? What made Mamata Banerjee say in the Legislative Assembly that he's a good boy, he's being framed? Leave all that, leave everything apart. Today, his demeanor speaks volume, and it is excellently, we have complete information that this entire arrest has been, orchestrated. There is a mediator in between who has already said that how he will get people fight the election sitting inside the jail. But he has no idea that this investigation will be soon handed over to the CBI. And he will have to face the consequences.
Jayanta Ghoshal, does the arrest show that Mamata Banerjee acts even against her own, or has the 55-day delay actually sent out another signal where a union minister, Giriraj Singh, says this is blatant Muslim appeasement? That's why he wasn't arrested for 55 days.
No, you see, there are, as a journalist, I have to follow the TMC's argument also. What Abhishek Banerjee said, that there was a stay in the High Court. I think Priyanka can explain that, because that stay, afterwards, when it has been raised, High Court removed that. Because enforcement wanted
sir, let me explain it
Shahjahan,
here. Because this is
you can the best person
people, Joyanta, let me explain it.
No, you can the best person to clarify. But the Muslim vote bank what Gaurav is said, the political aspect I'm telling you, obviously it is true that 30% Muslim vote bank, BJP also wants to see the split of the Muslim vote bank. I don't know, after today's, the arrest and everything, what will be the consequence?
Okay.
Whether it will be splitted or the en bloc Muslim vote will be more insecure and go for TMC. But if they go for TMC, the Hindu vote bank also can be more consolidated for BJP. The taste of the pudding in its eating. I don't know what will be the consequence.
But let me quickly get Dr. Vikram Singh to respond to the
Priyanka
aspect.
can explain that aspect.
Yeah, this 55-day delay and the sudden arrest, after the High Court order, sir, does it smack of, is there merit in the allegation, protected and then shown as arrest? It's done with the vote bank in mind.
The brazen level of protection given to Shahjahan Sheikh is extremely disconcerting and shameful and disgraceful, to say the least. The manner in which it is after the intervention of His Excellency the Governor and the High Court and the reprimand from the High Court that 55 days elapsed. Otherwise, even this arrest would not have happened. No amount announced for his arrest, not declared a proclaimed offender, not declared an absconder, no amount of 5 lakh, 10 lakh rupees bounty on his arrest. This goes to show hunt with the hound and run with the hare. This double-edged policy, the public is intelligent enough to see that you were absolutely on the side of Shahjahan Sheikh to give him illegitimate protection, and this is exactly what had happened. When the heat was turned down, they had no option but to orchestrate an arrest.
Okay, was this arrest orchestrated? What impact will this have on Bengal elections 2024? All that and much more in the days and weeks ahead. To all my guests for joining me on this India First special, many thanks. Does Sandeshkhali have the potential to be the Shingu 2.0 moment? We'll track that story closely. Coming up next is Elections Unlocked with Rajdeep Sardesai.
प्लान
म्यूचुअल फंड स्कीम्स में खुद इन्वेस्ट करने का एक ऑप्शन है।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स खुद ही
जैसे मैंने फिट रहने के लिए ट्रेनर रखा है।
तो दिखता ही है भाई।
पर तू तो सेल्फ मेड है भाई।
देख, मुझे फिटनेस की नॉलेज है तो आई मेड माय ओन ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम।
और तेरे ट्रेनर के पैसे भी बच गए।
हाँ,
सेम विद डायरेक्ट प्लान। यहाँ मेरे कमीशन के पैसे बच गए।
सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
उनको घर दे देंगे, उनको घर देंगे सर ने।
वो मुझे बताया गया है और उसको जरूर हम कंपनसेट करेंगे, उसको घर भी दिया जाएगा।
एलजी साहब से निवेदन करने आई हूँ कि जिस तरह से उन्होंने एक रैट माइनर को घर दिया है, उसी तरह दिल्ली में जो हर एक घर उजड़ा है, हर एक झुग्गी उजड़ी है, हर व्यक्ति को वो पीएम आवास योजना के तहत घर दें, क्योंकि दिल्ली वाला, हर दिल्ली वाला उतना ही महत्वपूर्ण है। उसकी जिंदगी, उसके बच्चे, उनकी पढ़ाई लिखाई उतनी ही महत्वपूर्ण है जितनी उस रैट माइनर की है जिसको आज एलजी साहब ने घर दिया।
कांग्रेस के विधायक मंत्री, देखिए हम तो बहुत पहले से इस बात को कह रहे हैं कि हिमाचल प्रदेश में जिस प्रकार से सत्ता चल रही है, सरकार चल रही है, विधायक, पार्टी के प्रमुख नेता एक बार नहीं अनेक बार पब्लिक प्लेटफॉर्म पर, विधानसभा के अंदर, सब जगह अपनी पीड़ा को जाहिर कर चुके हैं, लेकिन समाधान उस दृष्टि से अभी तक हुआ नहीं। और अभी भी पार्टी हाईकमान आई है, वही गीत गाया गया, इस बात से परेशान है, उस बात से परेशान है, और अभी भी उनको आश्वासन ही दिया गया है कि कोई बात नहीं, सब ठीक होगा। और कोई बात नहीं ठीक होगा ये कहते कहते पार्टी की, कांग्रेस की हाईकमान का 14 महीने का कार्यकाल बीतने के बाद 15 महीने हो गया, और उसके बावजूद भी अभी तक उसमें कोई समाधान नहीं, कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं। और इसलिए ये निराशा की, अगर नाराजगी की वजह, और ये कदम इस प्रकार से कांग्रेस के विधायकों ने, कांग्रेस के नेताओं ने अगर उठाए हैं, तो उसके लिए दोषी है तो सिर्फ कांग्रेस पार्टी दोषी है। इस बात को उनको समझना चाहिए। लेकिन देखिए, हम इस बात को पहले दिन से कह रहे हैं, जब कट मोशन पर हमने वोटिंग मांगी, क्यों नहीं दी? क्योंकि बहुमत नहीं था। अगर उसी दिन बहुमत, उसी दिन अगर वोटिंग दे दीजिए तो सरकार उस दिन गिर जाती। उसके बाद बजट पारित करने वाले दिन 15 विधायकों को सस्पेंड करने की वजह क्या रही? इसलिए क्योंकि उनके पास बहुमत नहीं था। बजट तभी पास हो पाता जब विधायकों को, विपक्ष के विधायकों को निलंबित किया जाता, इसलिए उन्हें निलंबित किया। वो तो सरकार बचाने के लिए कर रहे हैं। और उसी तरह से आगे बढ़ करके अभी जो सारी बात को लेकर के जो आप पूछ रहे हैं, उसमें भी यही, क्योंकि भाजपा के पास ये लोग कहां से आ गए, इतनी संख्या कैसे हो गई, 25 से 34 कैसे पहुंच गए, और इस बात को लेकर के चिंतित है। और आज भी मैं इसी बात को कह रहा हूं, क्योंकि उनके पास बहुमत न पिछले कई दिनों से नहीं था और अब तो बिल्कुल नहीं है। ये साबित हो गया, चाहे किसी तरह के ये फरमान करते रहे, किसी प्रकार के ये निर्णय करते रहे, किसी प्रकार के आदेश करते रहे, जनता के दिल और दिमाग से कांग्रेस की सरकार उतर चुकी है। और अब तो कांग्रेस के विधायकों के, नेताओं के दिमाग और दिल से कांग्रेस पार्टी उतर चुकी है, ये मैं कहना चाहता हूँ। देखिए, मैं सारी बात को लेकर के उन्हें समर्थन दिया है, वो हमारे साथी होंगे स्वाभाविक रूप से। देखिए, बात उन सारी चीज़ों को लेकर के तब जब बात कहने की आवश्यकता रहेगी तो कहेंगे।
बीजेपी सरकार बनाने को लेकर आगे कदम बढ़ाएगी?
नहीं, देखिए, फिलहाल तो मैं इतना ही कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि जो घटनाक्रम हुआ वो बहुत दुखद घटना, और ये बहुत महंगा पड़ेगा कांग्रेस को, इतना ही कहना चाहते हैं।
इसको जरूरत क्या पड़ी थी बनाने की? बंदा जीत गया, मर्जी से इधर आए, उधर जाए, उधर जाए, तब तो फिर लोकतंत्र मजबूत सशक्त तो होगा नहीं। जो उसको पार्टी के अंदर कोई घुटन है तो पार्टी के अंदर बात करे। There is a different issue. I, as a speaker, when I sit there on the chair, I don't conduct as a member of the Congress party. I act as per the rules, procedure. If my member belonging to my party, though I may aloof from the party politics, if misconducts, misbehaves, मैंने उसके अगेंस्ट भी फैसला दिया। मैंने मिनिस्टर जो विक्रमादित्य है उनके खिलाफ भी बोला। रोहित शर्मा नहीं थे अंदर प्रेजेंट, एक दिन उनके खिलाफ भी अंदर रूलिंग दी। तो आई एम नॉट स्केर्ड ऑफ ABCDF।
तो उनके पास क्या रेमेडी है?
व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज कि जो एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ है और एज ए स्पीकर जो मेरी भूमिका है, मुझे उसकी अदायगी करनी है। और एज ए चेयरमैन ट्राइब्यूनल वो मुझे फैसला करना था, वो मैंने किया। और उसमें मैंने उनको अयोग्य घोषित कर दिया है। दे सीज टू बी मेंबर ऑफ द हिमाचल प्रदेश असेंबली फ्रॉम टुडे इटसेल्फ, unless its order is stayed by the High Court or the Supreme Court.
कुलदीप सिंह पठानिया में बता रहे थे कि कांग्रेस के जिन 6 विधायकों ने क्रॉस वोटिंग की थी, जो सदन से गैर हाजिर रहे, उनको अब अयोग्य घोषित कर दिया गया है। कैमरा पर्सन अमन गुप्ता के साथ मंजीत सहगल, शिमला, आज तक।
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. Co-presented by
आपका जॉय भारत का जॉय जॉय ई-बाइक
Co-presented by
ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा पावर्ड बाय MP बिरला सीमेंट परफेक्ट प्लस कंक्रीट स्पेशल
Co-powered by
पारुल यूनिवर्सिटी वडोदरा गुजरात
Hello and welcome. You're with Elections Unlocked, your one-stop destination for all things elections in the battle for 2024. We bring you all the twists and turns, bring you the big picture so that this is news with real knowledge. That's right, you're watching the Elections Unlocked. Let's get cracking on the show by telling you first what's happening in the Bharatiya Janata Party. BJP invests a lot in last mile connectivity and indeed in giving tickets to the right candidates as the party sees it. Prime Minister Modi and the top brass of the BJP are attending that first major central committee meeting where we expect at least some of the candidates to be decided. The Home Minister Amit Shah, the BJP President JP Nadda are also attending that crucial meeting taking place in the national capital. We believe that at that meeting, the BJP will decide on its first Lok Sabha list. Leaders who are arriving for that meeting are from across the country. There are reports that the BJP could be dropping a lot of their sitting MPs and looking at new faces. Those are some of the questions we'll raise. What is the BJP strategy for Lok Sabha 2024? And who better to answer that than my colleague Paulomi Saha, who's joining me, and she really tracks the BJP inside out. Good to see you, Paulomi. Give me a sense of what lies ahead. What is the big picture that you expect to come out of these election meetings? Is the BJP really planning to drop a lot of their sitting MPs?
Yes, they are. They are looking at fresh faces because the entire focus is on winnability at the moment. They've done their performance reviews and assessments, while the MPs have, of course, may have, given their own reports as to what work they've done on the ground in terms of taking the central schemes to their constituents, etc. The BJP, of course, does its own survey. It does its own checking on the ground with its own local, local party workers, booth-level workers, who then report back to the central leadership with what, the people are saying about their local MP as well. So winnability is going to be the big factor. Expect fresh faces in the BJP's list of candidates. And, some are even saying that at least 1/3 of that list of candidates will be new faces altogether.
You're giving us a big news point. That is the BJP, which won 303 seats last time in the Lok Sabha. 1/3 would be about roughly 100 new faces possibly. And this is just in the seats which they won, presumably. Or are we talking about overall? Because interestingly, the BJP has also focused on 160 odd seats where they came second or third, 164, yes. I think, where they came second or third. And those seats are also possibly being decided today.
That's right.
Or some of them at least.
Yes. The first list, why they're coming out with this first list, they will come out eventually in the course of a couple of days. You'll have that first list out as well. They're doing this because they want to give, they're focusing on weak seats. Of course, you'll have some of the high-profile names. The first name will be Narendra Modi on that list, and Amit Shah and others as well. But the focus of this list is going to be about candidates that, one, who are fresh, those who are being, pitched from weak seats, as they call it. They have categories of seats as Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D. A, where you've been winning. B, where you won the last time round. B, C, where you did not win the past 2 times. D, where you've not won for 3 consecutive times. So those are your weakest seats. So as per that list, the BJP is looking at Group C and Group D at the moment. So you give those candidates enough amount of time to hit the ground running even before the general election schedule is out. So you have enough number of days to campaign and canvass across those constituencies.
How many of them? Interesting. You're saying A, B, C, D. C are the seats where they didn't win the last election. D, where they've never won.
Yeah.
That would be
3
about
consecutive terms as far as D is concerned. 2 consecutive terms as far as C is concerned.
So that would be about 160 odd seats, I think, across the country is what I was told by a BJP source. You're saying that they will start from those seats and then go upwards to the seats that they are almost certain to win.
They did this with the assembly elections of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan as well.
What is your sense? The allies
will they get a very small share of seats and the BJP will actually contest more seats this time than they did in 2019?
No, it will again, boil
or
down
around the same?
It will be around the same. It will boil down to a lot of give and take as well, based on, how the BJP is positioned. Like in Andhra Pradesh, for instance, where they've been in conversation with the TDP, they're already in alliance with the Jal Sena, Pawan Kalyan. The TDP will have the upper hand as far as the negotiations are concerned, because they're looking at simultaneously the Andhra Pradesh assembly elections as well, and the BJP and the TDP wants to cash in on the anti-YSRCP wave in Andhra Pradesh at the moment. So the BJP, for instance, over there, the BJP wants to contest at least six seats, but it's likely they will have to settle for 4 or 5.
But that alliance is on.
That alliance has not been officially announced at the moment, but yes, there have been several rounds of conversations. We'll probably know about it soon enough. When I'm speaking about weak seats and how the BJP, you sort of, put it together, that this is how the BJP thinks. Just look at the Prime Minister's tour schedule. Since the Pran Pratishtha on January 22nd, and the states that he's been touring. He's been touring states where the BJP cannot be, you can't say that the BJP is in pole position in those states.
Kerala, the Tamil Nadus, the Andhra Pradeshes.
Exactly. Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Bengal this week coming up, Jammu and Kashmir coming up as well. He's focusing, before the schedule is announced, he's focusing on states where the BJP is not at its strongest.
He's on a Bharat Darshan, and you spoke of Bengal. So we're going to turn our attention to Bengal, because to reach that grand target that the BJP has set itself of 370 seats, many believe this is just to psychologically intimidate the opposition. States like West Bengal, where traditionally the BJP has not been the dominant party, become very important. Last time the BJP won 18 seats. This in a state where previously they'd just won 3. In all the elections, Lok Sabha elections stretching back to 1952, the BJP just won a handful of seats in Bengal. Suddenly, you come into 2019 and the BJP wins as many as 18 of the 42 seats. So the Prime Minister will be in West Bengal tomorrow. He's going to address 2 rallies there, have an overnight stay, and he will be in Bengal on 3 occasions in the next week. This against the backdrop of Sandeshkhali, which clearly has put the Trinamool Congress on the back foot. On Friday, the Prime Minister will be addressing a rally there, and there will be at Arambagh, Hooghly, and then he will go back to Bengal in a couple of days. Finally, on Saturday, he will address a rally at Krishnanagar in Nadia district. This is where Mahua Moitra comes from. And then we'll be back in Bengal on the 8th of March to mark International Women's Day with a rally at Basirhat in North 24 Parganas, where he could be meeting the victims of Sandeshkhali in this rally. The TMC, on the other hand, has planned a big rally at Brigade Parade Ground in Kolkata 2 days after the Prime Minister's Basirhat rally on the 10th of March. So clearly battle lines drawn. And those are the battle lines that I want to speak to Paulomi and also to Indrajit Kundu, who's of course our man in Bengal. Interestingly, in 2019, the BJP won by projecting Mamata Banerjee as anti-Hindu. That worked to some extent in Lok Sabha, didn't work in the Vidhan Sabha. Now they're trying to project her possibly, Paulomi, as anti-woman. And that might be an interesting way of looking at it. But let's go to Indrajit first. Indrajit, it appears that all eyes on Bengal, the battle for Bengal beginning over the next week. What's the sense that you're picking up? What is the BJP looking at in Bengal? 18 last time. Are they looking to go higher? 22, 24 is what they're aiming at in Bengal this time?
Well, absolutely. The BJP wants to hit bull's eye in West Bengal out of the 42 seats as much they can, because Amit Shah has given them a target of 35 seats, because the BJP feels that if there is a saturation point, especially in the Hindi belt, and if there are some notional losses that happens to the party there, they want to make it up here in Bengal. They are on the upswing, on an upsurge in the state, with their vote share going up. And with the 18 seats, which was a historic high and historic record for the BJP, they clearly now sense that, they can improve on that in West Bengal. And whatever number of seats they can back from Bengal will give them an advantage on the national scenario. And that's the reason why Prime Minister Modi will be here in West Bengal tomorrow for a 2-day trip. So he's choosing to visit West Bengal pretty early, even before the election dates have been announced. And he would be staying back in Kolkata tomorrow. He would be staying the night tomorrow at the Raj Bhavan in Kolkata. Going to Krishnanagar. Tomorrow he has a rally in Arambagh, which is in Hooghly district. That's where the BJP has found some ground space, and Lokit Chatterjee was the MP from Hooghly. Then they are also focusing on Krishnanagar, which is Noida district, where there is a substantial Matua population, and the BJP hopes that the CAA card that they have played, and they're continuously saying in the last 5 years that they will bring and implement CAA once they come to power. It hasn't happened, but they're still using it as a carrot to woo the Matua voters in the region in Krishnanagar. And also, as you said, the woman vote bank. Mamata Banerjee's big plank has been the Muslim and the woman vote bank, Mahila and Muslim, the two M's. And somewhere down the line, the BJP feels by using Sandeshkhali and the allegations of sexual harassment that some women have raised, they are using this to somehow corner Mamata Banerjee and her image that she is the protector of the women vote. And therefore, Prime Minister will be back once again after these two-day, rallies. He would be here on Women's Day, on International Women's Day on March 8th, and he will be in the same very district, North 24 Pargana, where the Sandeshkhali episode is happening. And the BJP is planning that at Prime Minister's rally in North 24 Parganas, Barasat, they're going to bring some of these women victims from Sandeshkhali so that they get this grand stage to meet the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister would be able to allay some of their fears and concerns.
Indrajit, how is Mamata planning to counter what the Prime Minister's Bengal push is? How is she going to counter it? There's this big rally on the 10th, but we're also told she's now reactivating, ensuring that all the Manrega cards, for example, if the center is not providing funds, the Bengal government is giving women money in their bank accounts. Is that the way she wants to counter? Sandeshkhali, Shahjahan Sheikh arrested today, so showing that you're trying to be a little bit more proactive?
Well, absolutely. This should have happened much earlier, putting Shahjahan Sheikh behind the bars. That sends a signal. And Mamata Banerjee wants, and the Trinamool Congress, of course, has its plans clear. They are giving direct benefit transfer to women. She has doubled that amount in her state budget just a few weeks back. So, Kanya Shri scheme or Lokhir Bhandar scheme, which is a direct benefit transfer to housewives, that's a huge hit. And that's a solid, base. What Mamata Banerjee is trying to counter BJP's Hindutva aggression with, Bengali pride, one. We saw Bangla Nijer Meke Chai in the last elections. And also with the women factor. So the communal angle, she wants to thwart it with the women vote upsurge in her favor. And that somehow BJP is also trying to barge in this time around. So, on 10th, there's going to be a huge rally. And the Trinamool Congress will, of course, harp on the point that the central government has not been giving in to the demands of the state government, and it is the centre which is the villain, because it's upholding the legitimate dues of the people of Bengal. That's the message that they want to take home. And therefore, she's also said that even though her state finances are not very well, she said that no matter if the centre doesn't give the Narega funds, we are going to provide you with the money. So it's all about the direct benefit transfer to the people and who can, project themselves as a savior of the people in these crucial 2 months.
Okay, it's actually round 3 when I look at it. 2019, round 1, BJP really, in a way, won that battle. 2021 was round 2. Mamata won that battle. Who will win the battle for 2024 in Bengal? Paulomi and Indrajit, appreciate you joining us. Let me take a short break at this point. On the other side, we're going to turn down south, because what's happening in battleground Andhra Pradesh? Why are so many YSRCP MPs leaving the party? That's the question we'll raise. You're watching Elections Unlocked, your one-stop destination for all things elections.
Of course, finally, Shahjahan Sheikh has been arrested after being on the run for over 50 days, at least 54 days since, of course, that attack on ED officials that happened in not 24 Parganas at the time that they went to arrest him and investigate him in the ration scam case in Bengal. Your first comments on the arrest which has finally happened, sir?
What has happened is for the good. At long last, the arrest has been made. This sends a clear message that nation means business. When we are in Atmanirbhar Bharat, where the entire nation under the Prime Minister is focusing on Nari Shakti, what happened in Sandeshkhali is a shame for all. This should not happen. There is a strong message here. This should shake all the Shahjahans of terror and violence in the nation, particularly those who take the cudgels against women. When women have to come out on the street to defend themselves, it means society has failed. That is a failure which we are seeking to correct through this arrest. This is only beginning of the end.
My question and our challenge to Mr. Modi is I want to give two numbers, 2219, 2250. What are these numbers? 2219 days is the number of days Nirav Modi has been absconding. Nirav Modi, as you know, is a member of the same Gujarat Gymkhana. Mehul Choksi, 2250 days. Are you haven't brought these people to book in all these days. Some people are telling me from the morning they haven't been drinking water at the headquarters in BJP headquarters in Delhi. Why CBI now? Because the agencies, their allies, have made a complete hodgepodge of this. The story is this. The brief was, keep this issue going till Mr. Modi comes. Keep it going at least till the 8th or the 10th of March. But that has not been possible. So, gas balloon, fuss.
শেখ শাহজাহানের আজকের এই অ্যারেস্ট প্রমাণ করল তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস দলগতভাবে এবং আমাদের সরকার প্রশাসনিকভাবে রাজধর্ম পালন করতে পারে। ঠিক যেভাবে উত্তম সর্দার শিবু হাজরাদের মতো তৃণমূলের সাথে যুক্ত অভিযুক্তদের বিরুদ্ধে প্রশাসন পদক্ষেপ নিয়েছিল সন্দেশখালী কেসে, ঠিক সেভাবে আজকে শেখ শাহজাহানকে অ্যারেস্ট করতে পারলো।
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की लगातार आंदोलन की वजह से ये सरकार बाध्य हुई शेख शाहजहां को गिरफ्तार करने के लिए। पहले से तो ये सरकार डिनायल मोड में था, एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर रहा था कि ऐसा कुछ हुआ है। तो हमने पहले से ही बोला था, मैंने पहले से ही बोला था कि सरकार को बाध्य करेंगे, घुटने पे ले आएंगे कि शेख शाहजहां को गिरफ्तार करने के लिए ये बाध्य हो जाएगी। आज हमारी आंदोलन की वजह से, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के आंदोलन की वजह से और संदेशखाली की माता बहनों की आंदोलन की वजह से सरकार बाध्य हुई है, ममता बनर्जी बाध्य हुई है शेख शाहजहां को गिरफ्तार करने के लिए।
Welcome back. You are with Elections Unlocked, where we unravel all that's happening in the election battleground. I want to take you now to Andhra Pradesh. Remember, this is a state which will have both Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha elections being held simultaneously. And Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy seems to be under some pressure. In just 2 months now, 5 MPs of the YSRCP have left the party. The latest happening only yesterday. Their Ongole MP, Magunta Srinivasulu Reddy, someone who's been a several times MP, quit the party, citing that he was feeling suffocated, claiming that this is a party which is not what he had once joined. So you've got Magunta Reddy, Srinivasulu Reddy, who's quit the party. He's not the only one. We've seen, and I'll put that on the screen at the moment, of the other MPs who've shifted sides in recent times. On the 24th of February, Narsapuram Lok Sabha member K. Raghu Ramakrishna Raju had also quit the party. Many of these people are resigning because allegedly they're not going to be given tickets. The fact is, Jagan Mohan Reddy wants to change a lot of his sitting MPs, is what we are being told at the moment. We'll put all those names that you're getting of the MPs who've decided to quit. 23rd of January, Lavu Sri Krishna Devralayu resigned again from the YSRCP. Again, a sitting MP resigning from the party. So you've got a series of high-profile resignations, or resignations certainly, of sitting MPs of the YSRCP taking place. And that's put pressure on Jagan Mohan Reddy as he tries to get a re-election. Now, one person who knows a thing or two about what happens in the state of Andhra Pradesh is T.S. Sudhir, veteran journalist. What is it that explains the spate of resignations? 5 MPs resigning in the last couple of months, anti-incumbency, or is it that they feared that Jagan Mohan Reddy wasn't going to give them a ticket?
Rajdeep, what is happening in Andhra Pradesh and in YCP in particular is a game of musical chairs. Jagan Mohan Reddy has made it very clear that he won't be renominating many of his sitting MLAs and MPs. Remember last time the YCP had won 151 out of the 175 assembly seats and 22 of the 25 Lok Sabha seats. So in that sense, it was a brute majority. Closer to the elections now in 2024, Jagan Mohan Reddy obviously realizing that many of his sitting MPs and MLAs have become a kind of liability. So he's doing two things. Either he's refusing to nominate them, give them the seat, or he's offering that they should shift to a neighboring constituency, either assembly or a Lok Sabha constituency. So what is happening within the YCP is a churning of sorts. A lot of reshuffle is taking place. Many MLAs and MPs have been denied tickets. And Jagan obviously learning from the KCR mistake, because KCR, you remember, in Telangana did not deny tickets to many of his sitting MLAs because he feared that they were very strong in their constituency and they could do more damage if they were denied the tickets. Jagan Mohan Reddy learning from the BJP example of the High Command, that is he himself, deciding that so-and-so will not be given a ticket, and whoever is not being given a ticket, these 5 MPs and 1 Rajya Sabha MP also who has quit, they obviously choosing to leave the party.
Sudhir, just hold on to that thought, because I interviewed Jagan Mohan Reddy. Remember, he's not given an interview also really to the national media for the last 5 years while he's been Chief Minister. I asked him this question, and this was just exactly about a month ago. Why were so many sitting MPs leaving his party? Was it anti-incumbency? Listen into what he had to say.
You know, every party conducts their own surveys. And every party, based on those surveys, based on the perception they believe in, they would actually make these changes. See, the fact is, there is a government which is delivered. People are happy with the government. That's what we strongly believe. That's what the surveys, what we have conducted, have also revealed. But there are a lot of cases where the perception on the MLAs and the local leaders per se is not all that good. So at times, based on various caste dynamics, based on perception, that a party would be forced to make these changes.
Right through this campaign, I look forward to chatting with you about Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and of course, plenty more. Appreciate you joining us as ever. Just about enough time to leave you with our image of the day, or our story of the day. A manifesto was released today for the disabled, for the specially abled. And it's a manifesto worth looking at, because they are the ones who really need your support. They've crafted this manifesto in the belief that citizens with disability need much more attention from our system. You can see those images of the Prime Minister, but the fact is, India's disabled have never really had a manifesto of their own. That's the attempt which the National Association for Disability is making. National Center for Promotion of Employment for Disabled People is making. They want employment, above all, equal opportunity. Thanks for watching. Stay well, stay safe. You were with the Election Unblocked. The news continues.
have been many cases. I don't remember exact nitty-gritties of all the cases. There have been many cases after 7th, 8th or 9th February. But like I said, let me reiterate, all those cases which have been registered since 8th or 9th February, they pertain to incidents which had taken place 2 or 3 years back. And investigating them, gathering evidence, marshalling evidence takes time, takes a reasonable amount of time, particularly in terms of cases which had happened 2 years back. But this was a case, in the case in which he has been forwarded, it took place, as you all know, on 5th January during the course of a ED raid in Najat PS area. ED had applied to the Honorable High Court seeking for a stay in investigation, and that prayer was granted by the Honorable High Court. So we had legal compulsions to arrest him in that particular case. But a couple of days back, the Honorable High Court made it amply clear that there is no bar on arrest. Following that instruction, over the last 2 days, we have been holding raids. And yesterday night, on the basis of secret source information, like I mentioned, let me reiterate, we have arrested Sheikh Shahjahan from Minakhan area, and he has been forwarded to the court.
जो विरोधी दल है उनके ओर से बार बार ये कहा जा रहा था कि इतनी आसानी से वो गिरफ्तार हो गए, इसका मतलब ये है कि पूरा प्रोटेक्शन मिल रहा था राज्य सरकार और वेस्ट बंगाल पुलिस से। उनको सब पता था कहाँ है शेख शाहजहां, और आज अरेस्ट शो कर दिया गया।
देखिए, विरोधी दल जिसको चापने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, छुपाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, दो चीज। एक तो है आश्चर्यचकित, हम माँ बहन को सबको बोलना है कि आप समझिए कि एक केंद्रीय मंत्री, वो नारी बाल विकास मंत्री, रेप, बलात्कार को क्लासिफाई की कि हिंदू महिला के ऊपर बलात्कार हुआ ना मुसलमान महिला के ऊपर बलात्कार हुआ। बलात्कारी कौन थे, उसका परिचय क्या है। तो आज सोचिए, बलात्कार की घटना को भी वो क्लासिफाई करती हैं, एक कैटेगरी में रखती हैं। माने हिंदू महिलाओं पे हो तो बहुत गंभीर विषय है, और मुसलमान महिलाओं पे हो तो वो
तो आपकी सरकार क्या,
तो हम कह रहे हैं बिल्किस बानो को। तो इसीलिए तो ये बात हम ये कहना चाहते हैं, राजनीतिक दल बीजेपी इसको दबाने की कोशिश करी। दूसरे जो दबाने की कोशिश वो कर रही है कि एक पुलिस ऑफिसर ऑन ड्यूटी था, वो सिख है और उसको कहा गया कि वो खालिस्तानी है। इन सब बातों को तो दबाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। ये लोग एंटी नेशनल है, देश विरुद्ध बात भी करते हैं, और हम लोग देखे हैं कि एक पुलिस ऑफिसर ऑन ड्यूटी, उसको कहा जा रहा है खालिस्तानी। ये सब बातों में भी तो रिएक्शन हुआ है ऑल ओवर द कंट्री। सारे भारतवर्ष में इसको लेके भी तो विरोध हुई है, तो ये सबको दबाने हैं।
In reference to those observations made by the Honorable Supreme Court and the various high courts in the various judgments, ये जो 6 माननीय हमारे हैं जिन्होंने चुनाव तो कांग्रेस पार्टी से लड़ा, और जो एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ के जो प्रोविजंस है, जो इस पिटीशन जो मेरे पास दायर हुई, उसके प्रोविजन उन्होंने अपने खिलाफ अट्रैक्ट किए। मैंने
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
You are watching India Today.
Hello, you're watching India Today and I'm Aishwarya Paliwal. Let's start the show with the headlines. Trinamool Congress leader Sheikh Shahjahan arrested after 55 days on the run. Admits to the role in an attack against the ED team. Trinamool suspends him for 6 years. BJP's central panel meets in New Delhi to finalize the candidates for Lok Sabha seats. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP's top brass at the meeting. The first list of contenders expected to be finalized. Sukhu government in the state of Himachal Pradesh survives. Congress manages to quell all the dissent. 6 rebels who cross-voted for Bharatiya Janata Party have been disqualified. Big India Today impact after the tunnel rescuer hero's house was demolished during a demolition drive. Delhi LG has said that there will be compensation, assures that new house will be given to the rat hole miner. Punjab High Court pulls up Haryana government over Ram Rahim's repeated parole. Says the Dera Sacha Sauda chief cannot get parole again without the permission from the court. Now, after being on the run for 55 days, Sheikh Shahjahan has finally been arrested. He was presented in front of a local court today, but his body language revealed the actual reality. He was walking tall, signaling to the cameras. The TMC strongman appeared totally unbothered despite being in custody. Many are also questioning the timing of the arrest as it comes just in time before Prime Minister heads to the state of West Bengal.
Walking confidently into the courtroom, Sheikh Shahjahan finally apprehended. The strongman of Sandeshkhali apprehended from his hideout in North 24 Parganas. At the heart of large-scale protest and a political standoff between the ruling TMC and the opposition BJP in West Bengal, Sheikh Shahjahan has been evading capture since January 5th. When his supporters assaulted ED investigators during a raid on his properties in Sandeshkhali. Linked to an alleged Russian scam, his demeanor upon arrest elicited strong political reactions. The BJP criticized his arrest a day before Prime Minister Narendra Modi's West Bengal visit as a mere facade.
ये लुका छुपी क्यों? रात में उसको अरेस्ट किया गया, उसी दिन अरेस्ट किया गया जिस दिन उनको ईडी का समन आया है, ईडी ने बुलाया है, और रात में ही कोर्ट में कब पेश किया गया, बोला गया, हमें तो कुछ पता ही नहीं चला, मीडिया को भी कुछ पता नहीं चला, आज सुबह से सबको पता चला। ये जो स्थिति बना के रखा हुआ है, पूरी तरीके से लग रहा है कि ममता बनर्जी कोशिश कर रही है कि शेख शाहजहां का बाल भी बाका ना हो और छोटी छोटी धाराएं देकर जितना संभव हो लाइट, जिसे बोलते हैं लाइट सेक्शन लगाकर इसको निकाल के ला पाए।
The state government refuted the allegations, questioning why the ED hadn't acted sooner.
बंगाल पुलिस को वो एम्पावर्ड नहीं थे कि आप जाके अरेस्ट कीजिए, पूरी ईडी क्यों नहीं अरेस्ट की? सवाल तो अब हम लोग करेंगे कि ईडी ने क्यों नहीं अरेस्ट किया, आपके हाथ में था। अरेस्ट के बाद अगर आप सवाल करें कि आप 3 दिन में 2 दिन में कैसे पकड़ लिए, अब आप नहीं पकड़े तो भी आप सवाल करेंगे और पकड़ते हैं तो आप उनकी कॉन्फिडेंस पे शक करते हैं।
The court remanded Sheikh Shahjahan to 10 days in police custody after opposition from the police regarding his bail, citing his admission of involvement in the assault on ED officials on January 5th. Women in Sandeshkhali rejoiced at Sheikh Shahjahan's arrest. The TMC leader faces serious allegations of land grabbing and sexual exploitation in the village. Local women, however, expressed concerns of potential retaliation from Shahjahan and his supporters.
Sheikh Shahjahan arrest holo, আপনারা অনেক দিন কি বলছেন?
ওকে আমরা ফাঁসি চাই। ফাঁসি চাই, এখন ধরা পড়েছে, এত আনন্দ করছি।
আপনারা কি এখন খুশি আছেন আগের থেকে?
খুশি বিশাল।
আগে যে একটা ভয়ের পরিবেশ ছিল, আপনারা ভয়তে ছিলেন, আমরা দেখেছি।
আমরা পাচ্ছি না, সেটা একটু আছে, একজনও আছে, একটু হলেও আমাদের ভয় আছে।
কিসের সেই ভয়টা কি?
ওদের গ্রেপ্তার করেছে, ওকে ছেড়ে দিতে তো পারে।
ওর ফাঁসি চাই
না, কিন্তু এখন আগের থেকে অ্যারেস্ট হওয়ার আগের থেকে
সাহস পেয়েছি, একটু সাহস পেয়েছি।
For now, a moment of jubilation in the conflict-ridden village, spotlighted nationally due to the alleged transgressions of Sheikh Shahjahan. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, Sheikh Shahjahan may have been arrested, but there's a big political war of words that's taking place between the TMC and the BJP. The TMC has now suspended Sheikh Shahjahan for 6 years, asking the Saffron Party to take action against its own tainted leaders. But the BJP is saying that this arrest is nothing more but just an eyewash.
Cornered Mamata Banerjee government arresting Sandeshkhali strongman Sheikh Shahjahan. Accused of Russian scam, land loot, sexual harassment and assault on ED team. 55 days after he went missing, after his supporters launched a murderous attack on ED team out to probe him. As his arrest was celebrated by local Sandeshkhali women, long subject to Shahjahan's atrocity. The BJP went into a massive offensive, terming the arrest an eyewash and bid to destroy evidence against the now axed TMC Neta.
जितना टाइम तक सेंट्रल इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी का पास ये छोटा दाऊद नहीं जा रहा है, इतना टाइम तक जस्टिस मिलने वाला नहीं।
ये जो स्थिति बना के रखा हुआ है, पूरी तरीके से लग रहा है कि ममता बनर्जी कोशिश कर रही है कि शेख शाहजहां का बाल भी बाका ना हो और छोटी छोटी धाराएं देकर जितना संभव हो लाइट, जिसे बोलते हैं लाइट सेक्शन लगाकर इसको निकाल के ला पाए।
The BJP has planned a massive offensive timed with Prime Minister Modi's arrival in Bengal on Friday, directly targeting Chief Minister Mamata for shielding the accused Neta.
उतना बड़ा अत्याचारी, बलात्कारी, महिलाओं के साथ उत्पीड़न करने वाला, उसको ममता बनर्जी बचा के रखे इसलिए कि वो मुसलमान था, मुसलमानों का वोट इनको चाहिए। ये देश का दुर्भाग्य है, महिला के नाम पर कलंक है।
The TMC on its part hailed Mamata for upholding Raj Dharma and shifted blame to ED, asking why it failed to arrest Shahjahan. The TMC also challenged BJP to arrest its own tainted netas.
Mr. Modi, we dare you to suspend Narayan Rane. We dare you to suspend Himanta Biswa Sharma. And we dare you to suspend शुभेंदु अधिकारी।
अब तो सवाल ये खड़ा होता है कि जब ईडी की क्षमता थी ये अरेस्ट करने के लिए, तो वो क्यों नहीं अरेस्ट की?
The explosive political face-off over Sandeshkhali's villain is only going to escalate ahead of the Lok Sabha polls. With Ritik Mondal, Suryagni and Shreya Chatterjee in Sandeshkhali and Indrajit Kundu in Kolkata. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, satellite pictures are showing a massive conversion of agricultural land in Sandeshkhali. Large tracts of land has been converted into fish farms, including those allegedly captured by the arrested TMC strongman Sheikh Shahjahan. And all this is visible from the space. India Today's Open Sources Intelligence team has done this investigation.
From the heart of Sandeshkhali, locals voiced their concerns over the alleged land seizures orchestrated by Sheikh Shahjahan and his cohorts.
পেছনে এই জমিটা অনেকটা আপনার?
41 শতক জমি আমার। 41 শতক জমিতেই আমার গরমের ধানের চাষ করা ছিল এবং ধান পাকার মতো হয়ে গেছে। দাদারা এলেন, আমাদের জোরপূর্বক সই করে নিয়ে পাকা ধানে মাটি জেসিবি দিয়ে তুলে নোনা জল ঢুকিয়ে দিল।
Now, turning our gaze towards the skies, we uncover evidence that supports their claims. Satellite imagery has brought to light a startling revelation. Hundreds of acres of farmland transformed into ponds in West Bengal's Sandeshkhali since 2013.
Central to the entire Sandeshkhali controversy are the allegations that Sheikh Shahjahan and his associates have been forcibly acquiring lands from local villagers. What you have on our screen is one of the such localities. We can see scattered ponds. This picture was taken in 2014. We can clearly see a large plot of agriculture plain land. Fast forward to 2023, we can see this entire locality surrounded with artificial ridges. These ridges have been carefully created to turn this entire